Hey there, quickly, I have a merch store. It's been out for 2 years. I don't know, explore all the things I have. I have two stickers on the back of my laptop and some other things. I don't know. Merch store! So, I've been getting a lot of questions of why do you use these characters and where did they come from, along with some other questions. And well, can't exactly give a straight answer, so I have to go back about 2 years ago. So, 2 years ago, my channel was a channel. Yeah, I just made stuff, made content. But I also noticed that I wasn't really standing out because it seems like there's this recurring thing among railfan YouTubers. We always have a locomotive as a sort of mainstay. An example being 5008 Creations. He uses a charger. I used to use a charger. I used to be the sort of charger fanboy before him, but he's sort of outshined me and now I'm just here. Another example probably being Cal Unit Productions. His mainstay is a Cal unit. And another one being BNSF 1458. Why am I saying this? Well, that's the recurring theme. We all use locomotives as a mainstay. So in about early 2023, I had the brilliant idea of using a GO Transit locomotive. Let's just say nothing changed in particular. The reason being is because everyone's using Go Transit as a mainstay. In terms of just the rail fans that post railfan content on YouTube. But because people were using Go Transit as their profile pictures or something I don't know, something to present, it wasn't unique of me to use it. So I changed it to this. A charger, except it's a character. But it was also controversial because something called train faces. Despite the fact that I went out of my way to actively say that it's different, there's a lot of differences, this, that, and the third, it didn't work. So I defaulted onto the last idea that I had. I would use OCs that I have made since 2017, which I now promptly say characters. The launch of this began in 2023, or 2024, because when I launched it, it was literally late December of 2023. So you could say 2024 was when I transitioned from using locomotives as a mainstay to characters that I've created as a mainstay. And the uniqueness is that I didn't just use one, I used multiple. So I was able to switch out certain characters and utilize certain characters for whatever. And surprisingly, as of now, well, it's working, I guess. Alright, on to the explanation part of these characters and what they are. Starting off with the more popular one, Rex Morrison. Rex is I guess you could say a fighter type of character. Well, all of them are. But if you look at him, I guess you could say he's a fighter. He's also short, but I'm not gonna get into that. He's basically the main character of the channel. You see him most of the time, aside from the other characters. And he's also the profile picture of, well, my channel most of the time, unless some special thing calls for a change. The character design is not based off of me, by the way. Rex is also the most likable character on my channel, which, kinda not surprising. Next up is Melee Morrison, and by the tell of the last name, yes, they are siblings. The design is, well, I don't even remember how I designed it. I just woke up one day, said, hey, let's draw something, and boom. Here we have her. The character is, of course, tall, but I sort of had to nerf her on screen because she wouldn't actually fit on the banner. Nor would Rex, he'd be below the banner. Melee is actually the first character I revealed on the channel, and let's just say, may have generated some simps. I'm not going to talk about that either. Next up is Jenna Morrison. Yes, another sibling. The basis of this character is from League of Legends. I'm sorry. Most of my drawings are, so double sorry there. Anyway, This character is surprisingly the second most likable because I made a poll and people actually like this character more than the others. And I'm sorry, I completely forgot about that poll and decided to use other characters without realizing the poll existed. So yes, in the future I'll be using her in more videos, as you guys wanted. Next is Nyx Adesina. I don't really know how much this character is liked. I'd say it's more neutral, so I could pretty much just put her in a video and nothing will happen. This drawing is actually the oldest that's still active and on my art wall. It dates back to about 2022, which is quite surprising that it's still up there. The design is another League of Legends based one. Kind of. It was sort of hybrid. Some ideas are from there, some ideas were my own, but I like the design. It's pretty cool. Next, we have Vaishnavi Kovacevic. By the last name, you can tell it's Croatian. It is a Croatian-based character. This character is somewhat based off a sort of militaristic type, and for good reason. I wanted a military type of character, and here it is. Surprisingly, this is actually where a lot of the questions started generating of who are these characters. It's because of her. And obviously this translates into a lot of people actually being confused about this character. Well, I mean, kind of. You can see the contrast between the last four characters explained, so maybe that's one of the reasons? I don't really know the full reason, but oh well. Next is Zakara Kiyama. Zakara is actually an antagonist character. The last five I just explained are protagonists, and I'm not going to dive into that. Just go ahead and read the wiki for more. The design is actually not League of Legends, but Star Wars, and rightfully so. A lot of people have said, this looks a lot like an Inquisitor, and you are in fact right in that regard. I only created this character in use for October and Halloween, but with the surprisingly good reception of this character, I might use her outside of that. And my last one is Ayla Khawaja. This character is actually my first Middle Eastern character, and surprisingly, the reception is mixed. Explaining the design of this character is extremely hard without actually having to talk about the wiki, and the wiki lore is extremely long, so I'm just gonna say, read the wiki, and then you'll find out why she looks like this. Anyways, that will pretty much bring it to an end. I only have this amount of characters, and that's only a fraction of the total characters I actually have. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna use 10, because using more than that will be a painstake. So yeah, 10 will be the maximum. And congratulations, you know why I have these characters, and you know why I use them. Haven't I already made a video on why I use these? Oh well, seems like repetition is the only way to get people to know. Anyways, that will pretty much see the end of this, character video. Bye.